Have you ever heard your own voice and wondered whether it was actually your voice? I don't know about you, but when I heard my own voice for the very first time, I felt very uncomfortable and even weird. To be honest with you, I actually did not like it at all. I am Dr. John Park, the author of Daring to Speak, 22 Ideas to Improve Your Ability to Speak English. This is my fourth video. I am very excited about it. Now, in this fourth video, I'll be talking about how you can improve your listening skills by recording yourself and listening to it. So I'll show you what I mean by recording myself by reading to you a couple of passages from a book entitled Great Sermons of the 20th Century. So let me read to you these two passages. If good men will not assume the responsibilities and bear the burdens in any given project, then unworthy, perhaps even wicked individuals will climb to places of leadership to their own advantage and to the detriment and disadvantage of good people and good causes. This is a basic principle of life, whether we consider a local community or the entire country, a local church or the entire constituency of a Christian organization. The conduct and content of the grade and high schools or the strength and stability of Christian colleges and seminaries. If good and godly men stand aloof from moral and societal obligations in matters civic or spiritual, social or educational, their dereliction of duty creates a vacuum to be filled by the ambitious and unprincipled. There are a couple of benefits affiliated with recording yourself. The first benefit of recording yourself is that you develop empathy for yourself. You develop empathy for your own voice. Just like with any other part of yourself, you need to love yourself. And one of the scripture verses that I have keen interest in is this: love your neighbor as you love yourself. Matthew 22:39 and Mark 12:31. Love your neighbor as you love yourself. So your authentic love of your neighbors is in proportion to the love that you have for yourself. Do you love your voice? Do you love yourself? The second benefit of recording yourself is that you can check your pronunciation, intonation, and accent, and compare your recordings with those of native speakers. A recording of 30 seconds to 1 minute would be a good start, with further incremental increases as you develop more confidence in yourself. You can read many things. You can read a news article, song lyrics, a poem, a psalm, or anything that you can lay your hands on. After you record yourself, you have to listen to it and see how well you did. You can have others listen to your recordings and get their feedback or input. The third benefit of recording yourself is being able to improve your speaking skills. What do I mean by that? You'll be working on a speech through a few steps, and then you'll be recording that speech. The whole process will help you improve your speaking skills. Apart from recording yourself, you can also record others with their permission and listen to it later. You'll be likely better off recording a class, a sermon, or a seminar, because recording in an informal conversation can be distracting. And so when I was a student, I recorded many classes and seminars. Did I listen to them all? Definitely not. But I did listen to some of them and also learned and picked up new expressions, new idioms, and new phrases, and gained knowledge. After all, English is a vehicle through which we gain new knowledge and develop relationships with others. The more I listened to those recordings, the better I could follow the speakers and imitate them. And this is a good way to have broader exposure to a diversity of speakers. If there is any recording that you really like, you can listen to it multiple times to train your ear and tongue to the point where you could speak exactly like the speaker on the recording. If you could speak a little faster than the speaker, then it'll help you significantly with your fluency. Another tool I've used occasionally is recording what I hear on the radio. When I go to work When I drive, I often listen to the radio, and every now and then I get to hear a great guest on a show or some information I want to explore more. I quickly hit the record button on my smartphone. Do I listen to everything that I record? Of course not, but I do listen to some. In the same vein, I record myself when I think of a great idea or ideas for a talk or a sermon or a speech that I will be interested in giving. So, by recording myself, I can improve my listening skills. So in this video, I talked about 3 benefits of recording myself. First of all, you can develop empathy for your own voice. You gotta love yourself. You gotta love your voice. And the second benefit of recording yourself is to be able to check your pronunciation, intonation, accent, articulation, confidence, and there are many other things you can check. And the third benefit of recording yourself is that you can improve your speaking skills by recording yourself. And I already told you that I'll be addressing how you can improve your speaking skills by recording yourself in another video. I also talked about how you can record what you hear on the radio and how you could record yourself when you think of a good idea or ideas for a future talk or speech or sermon you can give. In my next video, I'll be sharing another tool, another skill that you can use in order to improve your listening skills. And that is shadowing. I know shadowing is a little controversial regarding its effect and relevance, but I believe in the effect and power of shadowing, and I'll be talking about that next time. Until then, dare to speak. Adios.